Now let's talk about water, an essential resource that no one can live without. Water scarcity is the next big challenge. Many experts have predicted that future wars will be fought over water. India will have to guard against being drawn into such a conflict because it has an ongoing dispute with Pakistan. The dispute about dams and how they can influence water sharing between the two countries. Now recently, India built another dam. It is designed to divert the flow of the Ravi River away from Pakistan and towards the farmers of India. Critics in Pakistan are calling this, quote-unquote, water terrorism. But is that really the case? Our next report gets you the answers.
Pakistan's popular newspaper Dawn published this story yesterday. It's about a protest rally organized by civil society groups. Then there was this piece, with a headline that screams water terrorism. What's the trigger for the outrage? It's an Indian dam. It's called Shahpur Kandi. Indian authorities recently finished building it. The dam is part of a multi-purpose project. It includes 2 hydropower plants. But the project is making headlines for one thing: the diversion of the river Ravi's waters. Earlier, some of these waters fell into Pakistan and turned into waste. India's new dam will minimize this wastage. It will streamline the flow of the river's waters, make it available to farmers from Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab. They'll be able to harness the supply for irrigation. The project has been stalled for decades. It was first cleared way back in the 1990s. P.V. Narasimha Rao, the then Prime Minister, had laid its foundation. But disputes between local governments and the lack of funding slowed down its progress. In 2018, New Delhi made an intervention and the project was finally revived. Now, when it's finally complete, it's causing headaches in Pakistan. Pakistani groups are making demands. They want the natural flow of the Ravi revived. On top of that, they want Pakistan and India to review the Indus Water Treaty. This consequential pact was signed in 1960. It set the rules for water sharing between the neighbors. Are these demands justified? As far as India is concerned, New Delhi is unlikely to pay any attention. For starters, waters from the Ravi never belonged to Pakistan. The Indus Treaty gives India full rights to these waters. But that hasn't stopped Pakistan from raising objections. On several occasions, Islamabad has moved the World Bank, complaining about the construction of dams by India. Back in the 1960s, the World Bank had helped both sides and put together the Indus Treaty. But that doesn't give mediation rights to the World Bank. This is India's counter-argument as well. New Delhi argues that its dams are compliant with the Indus Treaty, but the challenges from Islamabad will keep coming. Water is quickly becoming more scarce. Groundwater supplies are drying up, and the demand for fresh water and hydroelectricity are rising on both sides of the border. India and Pakistan have never fought a war over water. But if this dispute continues, it could easily turn into another conflict.